You'll never escape me. My enhanced targeting will destroy any enemy that stands in my way. You'll stand no chance against my lightning reflexes. You'll be unable to target me, regardless of the weapon. My lightweight armor makes me lethal. I am agile and can sustain significant damage. Once I'm armed with my Reaper blades, I'll reap your energy until nothing remains. Who am I? Cyber, a warborn, and I will vanquish you.
Step into our universe with the Vanquishers TCG. Get exclusive access by joining our community at www.vanquisherstcg.com. Select a hero, equip weapons and armors, and vanquish your enemy.
What's going on, Vanquishers? Welcome back to another State of the Game. We got quite a few updates that we want to go ahead and get you guys updated with. But without further ado, before we go any further, I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Charlie. I'm the creator and developer of the Vanquishers TCG.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jason. As you know, I'm the winner. We're just going to say that at the beginning of this stream. I also handle the social media platform and all the communications on the business end of everything for Vanquishers TCG. So always go to vanquisherstcg.com and register there. So Jose can send you a nice letter about what's going on that week and update you about our stream if you missed it, so you can get a quick link to that so you can get right to it. So just always follow us on vanquisherstcg.com. Go ahead and register. You can also go ahead and follow us on Instagram through Vanquisher TCG, on Facebook, and all other media, social media platforms.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jose, and I am the web and app developer for Vanquishers TCG.
Yo, what's good, Vanquishers, man? Be Brandon, the one and only, the game balancer. What's good?
Hey, so the secret behind it, he was probably eating a cookie before he made sure he announced that big introductory.
He was dunking a cookie in the milk.
All right, guys. So we do got quite a few updates that we want to go ahead and bring to you guys before we get started. So today we are and we will be doing a dev battle. I know that we've been having the community ask about gameplay a little bit. It will be on the Tabletop Simulator.
Yo, Jay, I heard Jay wanted the smoke, so I gotta give it to him.
Oh, here we go, guys. I know you guys know about this,
man. I don't know why you keep talking.
Yeah,
you know what happened last time? We put it through the gauntlet. You know what happened?
So they have a rival battle. Apparently, they're going to go ahead and test it out. So they are going to showcase the 2 new dev builds that we're putting together for our Kickstarter gameplay release. They will be showcasing Saigon's new dev build and Cyber's new dev build. So we're going to be doing it live, so you guys can comment and give up inputs as we're battling with those 2 gameplays. But without further ado, let's go on ahead and get a little bit started. We do have a couple of updates about our social media network that we're going to be covering today, our web and app updates, and of course the game balancing and demoing. So we are going to be covering a couple segments there before we get started with the actual battle. So Jason, you go ahead and take over from the social media and networking, if you don't mind.
All right, everybody. Yo, what we've been doing lately is been putting out a video post before the SOTG comes out, and then trying to keep upgraded on posts with that. Also, been doing a lot of background work on making sure that if you guys want to communicate with us, you can. We're going to be restructuring the Discord, as well as we're going to be restructuring the way that we interact through the Twitch, so that when you get the links and stuff like that, you'll be able to click through and find all our social media platforms and connect to all that stuff. I always say the best place that you want to go is to go to our website and register, because if you pre-register and you're registering for the game ahead of time, it's going to be a lot better in the long run. Once we do the Kickstarter, there might be some extra benefits of being an early bird to the worm. You know what I'm saying? So always go to vanquishertcg.com, like I said a few moments ago, and you could register there. All of our social media links are on there as well. The more following we get, the better we can go ahead and gauge when we're going to have the launch for the Kickstarter and get everything going. And from there, we're also structuring the tier system for the Kickstarter at this time. So we're just making sure that we break it down so the different options are there, that it can fit a lot of different demographics of kind of players that want to partake in the game. So just make sure that you keep an eye out for that. If you have any suggestions, the Discord is a great place to go ahead and give us suggestions or ideas. If anybody you want us to connect with on the social media aspect, go ahead and jump in there and give us some messages and let us know. All the other platforms will monitor and also get information from there as well. And we've been reaching out and making sure that we communicate with everybody out there.
Yeah, we also want to give a shout out to some of the community members that have been giving us input and taking time out of their personal day to help us out with some of the analytics and certain things that they've been assisting Jason with, and ourselves, as well as input on certain illustrations and stuff like that, as far as, you know, helping out with Kickstarter and other, you know, logistics. I really want to say we appreciate all you guys and your support. Let's go ahead and move real quickly into the web and app. And I know we're not trying to rush this, but we want to get, I know y'all want to get to the fight. I know y'all want to get to the battle.
Hurry up. Go,
so let's go ahead and run into the updates. Go ahead, Jose.
All right, right now, pretty much we've been spending pretty much the whole week uploading all the cards up with all their information. Pretty much every detail of the card will be presented on the actual site. If you want to show that up on the queue, Charlie.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and real quick before we showcase it. For the people that have monitored or that's seen our game in the past, that we had it on our website, we're basically doing an overhaul like we've been talking about. So Jose's been working very diligently. I'm talking sleepless nights. Like, this man's up until like 4 in the morning making sure that he's getting this intricate data, everything working into the system, because we do have big plans on what we're planning on doing with all of this, all of these updates. But Jose's been working very good, very long nights to be able to showcase this. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up on the screen now. This here is going to be a segment of what our actual website's going to look like here. I don't want to take your thunder any further, or do you want to go ahead and go through it, Jose?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, so I'll just, yeah.
I like how you describe it. You do it all in details. Very good, very nice.
Okay, so basically what you guys are seeing here in presentation in the actual screen is a layout of where our cards will be listed on our actual website. So you'll be able to monitor every series and every card we come into. So this here is essentially what we currently have up right now. None of this, a lot of this is still subject to change. Jose's still working diligently on the layouts and stuff, but we did want to go ahead and showcase you guys something that he's really been working on, where if you look over here in the top right corner, we actually have them broken down by certain categories. So like, if you only wanted to look at specific abilities or every ability in the game, if you were to mark that, it would actually filter and just show all the abilities in the actual listing here. Or for instance, if you wanted to check a trap card, which I don't know if this is all up to date, but if you click the trap card and you filter, it'll show every trap card that's within the game, which obviously there's way more than this. But Jose, like, again, Jose's working on this process just to kind of showcase what we got going on here. So these would be 2 trap cards that you'll be able to identify. Or let's just say you like a specific class, for instance, or which right now he hasn't broken down here, whereas there's assassins, there's conjurers, and then of course neutral class. So if you're looking for a conjurer, if you're a conjurer specific, you click the conjurer card or conjurer mark and you click it, which obviously there's more abilities in this, but you'll only filter through what's the conjurer ability cards, and so forth and so on is where he's going into, where item cards, which of course would be your weapons, your armors. So if you broke into there, you'll be able to see all the weapons and armors that would be active. So this here is just as an example of what we've had going and showcasing for our website. So it's going to get better and it's going to get a lot more intricate, and any card that is a foil will show up like a foil on the website, just like we had previously in the past on our previous websites. With this card would obviously be doing a foil effect onto it, and that's something that we're going to be working on. So actually, what it will look like if you actually clicked one of the cards. So we're going to click Eradicate real quick. So with the Eradicate card, we'll show up the card here. Obviously, we'll show up other cards down here at the bottom that you can quickly get quick link, which we could probably even utilize that for maybe if we synergize this card with another card, we could potentially synergize it to where that card that it synergizes appears at the bottom, so that way you know what the synergy can be like. I mean, is that something we could do, Jose?
That is still in the process.
In the process, you see? These are just ideas I'm throwing out in midstream. He has no idea that was coming. So That's what I do. That's what I do. So here, where you can see, it'll have all the information and data that's actually on this card. So it's looking like it's zooming in here, but when you go into a phone or a mobile, when you click it, it'll actually zoom in for you to actually see it a little bit. So you'll have your card name. Of course, it'll be written out, your brand, the brand name, if it has a brand to it, which in this case, it's Triconian Rift. Your card type, which will be the type, SMG. It'll go in forward as far as breaking down what the costs, the energy cost, the range, the kinetic damage, and of course the or the targeting. I'm sorry, excuse me, the targeting, and then the range of the weapon, which of course is for a later game mode. The abilities will be here fully listed and written out for you guys to be able to read it on the site itself. And then of course the card number, how many ammo it takes, and then what series it came from, which obviously will be our first series, which will be the Rift series. So that is what Jose's working on. He's still working on this, and he's been working very diligently on this system here that he's been working on this website. He's been, like I said, making sure that he's putting together a lot of these variables, which takes a lot of time. As you guys can see, there's a lot of information coding that he's requiring to do, but he's definitely getting all this stuff up to date. Like we said, we've been doing a website, we've been planning a website overhaul, and this is essentially what he's doing right now. So if you guys have any feedback or any ideas while we're overhauling, make sure that you chat with us on the Discord. You can even leave comments below. Let us know some ideas that you think would be worth having on our website, because we have plenty of ideas and more things that we want to do with this, but we would like to hear what you guys think.
And
Hello.
Hello.
No, I'm just saying hello to everybody that's coming into the Twitch channel. That's saying hi back to us.
Well, we appreciate
And,
all you guys.
I just want to let everybody know I'm gonna make y'all proud. Brandon's gonna lose. Don't worry.
Oh, wait. So for those that just jumped in the stream, just know there's going to be a dev battle tonight with the new builds. And of course, it's two rivals. All right. So let's go on ahead. Let's go ahead and move on to the next segment here. So we're going to move into the game balancing and demos. We do have a few things we want to touch on here. So we have one important thing that I want to actually say that was the first on our list. We're going to actually push that down a little bit before the dev battle. So we're going to move on to the quick other part of it. So we did make some changes to a couple illustrations. We've had some feedback from the community and from a couple of people ourselves that's been giving us feedback on certain illustrations that needed to be changed because of a first of appearance. So it was Saigon's Gauntlet. So I want to quickly talk about Saigon's Gauntlet real quick. I'm going to showcase that on the screen for you guys. Just to kind of take a look at it and see what I'm talking about. So Saigon's Gauntlet, not very much has changed. This was the original Gauntlet. Now, some people were having confusion when they initially seen it to identifying it as a Gauntlet. Now, keep in mind, Saigon does use an armor piece as his signature, his item. His item of choice, his weapon, his hero item is armor piece. It's not a weapon like all traditional other heroes, which was a little bit hard for some people to identify when we did it. So we opted to make a little bit of changes to obviously showcase that it is a gauntlet. So we opened the fingers up, and I kind of changed the shielding around it to kind of reflect more of the energy overload style and their energy overload when they V-trigger. So this is what it turned out like. So we did kind of turn it a little bit more sideways, open the fingers up a little bit, and change the energy shield around it. So this is just a quick, easy update that we did. Made a couple of these changes. So hopefully this is more identifiable as a gauntlet off the jump, so that way where you guys read it and you can identify that. So that one there, that is, it's very nice.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Like
so I know I know that we've been talking about the Triconian sets, and I know we haven't gotten into too much detail about the Triconian sets, because that's actually going to be a Kickstarter exclusive that we're going to be doing with the coat of arms that we showcased with you guys earlier on some of these Kickstarter exclusives that are supposed to be designed for later games that are going to be coming out. We did build a Triconian armor. So, like we said in the previous State of the Games, we wanted to talk about this Triconian set. This is going to be one of the armor sets that is branded. That'll probably end up not coming out till later on. But you'll be able to see this and get access to this, especially early access with the Kickstarter. So, we're going to go ahead and showcase this new armor. Now, this armor is a little bit different than most armors that we have as far as the stats. I'm going to have Brandon kind of go through what this new armor entails and what it does. And we'll be showcasing that right now.
Right now.
So, yeah. So, Brandon, off the jump, you guys can already see this artwork. Like it's amazing. If you guys can already see where the badge is from the Triconian, let me see if I can zoom. I should be able to zoom into this. Look at this. Look how nice.
I ain't trying to make no excuses, but
look how nice.
My tabletop has
writing.
to update.
Oh man, you see that? You see, Jason's got an update now for the tabletop.
I make
so
no
he's gonna work that out.
We gotta update.
So as you guys can see in this actual armor, man, look how like the triamaic lettering that's going across the chest. Of course, it's saying Tricon across the shoulder blade, and then the icon right dead center of this actual armor blade. So it is its traditional Triconian colors, where it's that carbon fibered gray, the space gray, the gold, and all that stuff. So this armor does play out a little bit differently than most armors. A lot of the armors do increase defense for your hero. This one does a little bit different. Brandon, go ahead and break this piece down, this piece of armor, if you don't mind.
All right, so this armor is called Primordial. It's part of the Triconian Rift. It is a neutral armor, which means anyone will be able to use it.
What kind of item is this? What kind of item is this?
Oh, this is a unique item.
What does unique mean?
Unique means that it's one of a kind. You ain't gonna get another one.
You ain't gonna get another one.
This is definitely one of our new. These are going to be a foil card, so it's a unique. So you can definitely, these are one of those cards that you can only have one in your deck. But trust me, this is something you're definitely going to want in your arsenal. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Brandon. Go ahead.
No, you're good. So as you can see, because of the because it is a Triconian Rift card, the cost is 8 on here. So you're gonna have to save up in order to use this armor.
Yeah.
It's gonna add 4 to your shields. It's going to add 2 to your shield regeneration.
Recovery, energy shield
recovery.
Yep.
And then it's also going to add 2 to your armor resistance.
So the damage resistance, keep in mind, that is the incoming damage. So this armor is not the greatest when it comes to incoming damage. Not like Sentinels. Sentinels are tanks, man. Their incoming damage resilience is pretty high. But the fact that this armor can regenerate additional on top of your regeneration, not including the vitalities that you can get in regens. This in the hands of a conjurer is pretty lethal, or even an assassin is pretty lethal. So this here is the actual armor to the armor set. We wanted to go ahead and make sure that we showcase that because I know that we've been talking about it and the community's been wanting to see the Triconian Rift armor. This is the actual completion to the Triconian sets that we'll be putting out on the Kickstarter exclusive. So wanted to go ahead and showcase that for you guys. So let's move on to the next quick segment here. Oh, wait, hold on one second. I actually kind of... Wepa. You see, this is what happens when you start clicking things. And all right, so we are excited to announce, and I don't even know if Brandon knows. This is the sad part. So I know in the previous state of the game, for the people that has tuned in on the previous state of the game, I know, Brandon, you're about to probably get the hype shot right now. So in the previous state of the game, I know we've talked about the energy overloads. We've talked about the section in our Discord where you can identify a weapon and make a weapon and kind of put your ideas of weapons that you feel will fit very well in our universe and give ideas of names, abilities, and stuff like that. So we had one weapon that we chose in the entire build to make an energy overload. An energy overload card. Do we remember what card was energy overload? Uh-oh, here we go. The devs are a little bit silent here.
Yeah.
The distraction?
Not the distraction, guys. Our first, it's Old Faithful. It is the Old Faithful. Thank you, Brandon, for bailing us out because we were looking pretty bad right now. So
I had to dig deep into the memory bank for that one.
It got called in. So I know that we told you guys that we're going to be building 18 of these energy overloads. Now, these are pretty powerful weaponry, good starter entry cards. They are the energy overloads, which means they'll be in exclusive sets. We won't be releasing any more of these, and we got them in. Look at Brandon. Brandon's excited. Look at that face.
I am excited. I'm sorry.
So we actually got them in. I'm gonna turn on the light just because it doesn't show its true beauty without the lighting being on. So I actually want to show you guys these energy overloads. So this is the actual, and I gotta probably get my face off the screen. So this here is the actual distraction, right? Did I say that right? Mm-hmm. So this is the beauty of this card. I mean, I wish I can actually, you guys can get your hands on this, honestly, because this shows no justice on what the screen is showing on this card, but how beautiful this actual card is. Now, keep in mind, this card isn't the standard distraction. This is overloaded, so it does have energy damage attached to it with 3 abilities, unlike the standardized version, but it costs exactly the same as the original distraction. And on top of that, it does have our first edition badge right here in this corner. So you guys will notice that the first wave of cards will have our first edition badges on it. So these are going to be the first editions. And this card, you'll be able to get access before the actual game releases. So we're going to have a bunch of events. We're going to have a bunch of things coming up. So keep in mind, we have 18. Oh, look at all these foils. Look at how them things shine. Y'all see that? We have 18 of these exclusive cards. We will not print any more of these cards as far as the distraction. And one of the 18s, we actually...
knocking on your door in about 2 minutes.
What happened?
I'm gonna be knocking on your door in about 2 minutes.
Look, even the devs are gonna knock my... That's why I can't show the devs, because they're gonna want hands on this quickly. That's why I made sure I showed the viewers first before the devs know about this existence. So it actually came in today, and was really excited to show you guys that. But one of the cards are already going out exclusively to one of the community members that actually helped develop this. He was the first one to actually jump into the server of Name That Weapon, and he actually started naming some weapons. He threw out a bunch of abilities, which in fact, him and a few more community members helped us develop a weapon brand that belongs to the community. Do we know the weapon brand?
It's
come on, Jose, do it, Jose.
It's Nebula.
Nebula. It's Nebula. Yes, man. You see,
I had it. I knew it started.
Listen, we're doing so much that we'll forget. So the community brand weapon, if you ever noticed it, is the Nebula. So the gun that is the Old Faithful. Old Faithful is a Nebula. Actually, no, Faithful is a Nebula, and so is Distraction. So Distraction. Distraction. Yeah, Distraction. So that is actually a Nebula gun. So we are awarding the actual first card we're going to give to Ultimate Chaos because he was the one that actually helped us build it. So we did put it in a unique case. We're going to be sending it to you in this actual carbon fiber casing that we actually put together for you, man. And the casing itself has that carbon fiber finish. It is It's a screw down case. Look at that. See, Brandon ain't even seen this yet. See, Brandon's right now. He's about to take your card, Chaos. So whenever we get an opportunity, try to reach out to Jason in Discord. We're going to need your address so that we make sure we can get this card sent to you exclusively. Let us know what you think. And it does have the backing cleared, so you will be able to see our card, our branding, and you'll actually get your first card. So we're going to be giving this first exclusive to you. So keep in mind, we're trying to be fair to everybody in the community, but since this has been rewarded and has been given to a community member, you can still partake in some of the events and still earn yourself another card if possible to be able to play with. I know that I typically would have to, but if you can get it, by all means, go ahead and try to get it. So I think those are those are the major updates. Hopefully, which we're coming up with more events and ideas to be able to put out the rest of the cards. But keep in mind, there's a lot of cards. We do have a lot of cool ideas that we're going to put together for you guys to be able to get these exclusive cards. So we will be coming to you guys. Make sure that you go to our website, register to our website to be able to see the access, to be able to get access to this and get updates on when these events are going to be coming out. Most likely we'll end up putting up updates in State of the Game, and we'll also be putting updates on Discord, so make sure you're following us on State of the Game and on Discord to be able to get access to these exclusive cards. So without further ado,
there's a war on freaking chat right now.
Oh my gosh, what's going on? All right. Before we go on a break and get ourselves set up for the war, the dev battle with the new builds.
Dev battles.
Let's go ahead and read out some of the comments. What's going on in the comments over here? I kind of don't know what's going on.
Jay and this guy's Brandon.
They're going at it. Look, you see?
Don't worry about what me and what he talking about. I'm gonna win. Brandon just gonna talk.
Trying to keep this off stream over here. Okay?
It's gonna
get things too personal over here.
Ooh, man, it's about to get real in a minute. All right, so we are going to be getting set up We're going to take a quick break to make sure that we get the entire gameplay set up for you guys. We're going to make sure that the devs get their builds, and we are going to be showcasing this game. So keep in mind, this is the first time that we're going to be showcasing the dev builds. You guys can take a look at the game, see the way the game is being played. If you have not seen the game, I highly recommend checking it out. And if you have not seen the game being played in a while, definitely check out some of these updates. They're worth checking out. So, without further ado, let's go on and head to a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, we appreciate y'all for that small little break that we had going on there. Yo, what did y'all think about that Saigon video, man? That little mini teaser. That's pretty cool, right? Shows off the Saigon.
I know they were loving it.
Oh yeah, It shows off the Saigon. Listen, I'm rooting for Saigon, so I don't know which one of the developers are gonna play Saigon tonight, but that is my man's. I love Saigon. Saigon's a beast. I hope they play him right. That's all I gotta say. No pressure. No pressure.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you got
sir.
Chaos talking about we need more Nebula guns, guys.
Oh,
Get into the Discord and put in
Yeah.
put them thinking caps on. I'm sorry.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. So in the defense, I think, but because of some of the changes, maybe some people don't know how the game is played per se. I know you've played plenty of games with us. We have quite a few handful of people that's been playing the game with us, man, and we really do appreciate your guys' support. But yes, he's on the right mindset. Get on our Discord, get a couple of ideas out there, man. Put out a couple names. We may use the name for a weapon title. We may get more abilities out there. I mean, we definitely are listening. If anyone could tell you, our community will. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So Brandon, Jason, have any of you guys decided who you're using?
I'm waiting for the people to tell me.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so the community.
Want me to
all right.
Brandon
So,
seem that interested.
all right.
Because I'll beat him with anybody. Just don't give me Raskin. Because if I get Raskin, it's done.
Oh,
gotta pull him
hold on. No. Pump the brakes. We're only using the dev builds.
I know.
Which is going to be Cyber and it's going to be Saigon. That's it. So who should use Cyber and who should use Saigon?
So someone suggested earlier we should roll to see who gets who. I don't remember who it was.
Oh, there you go. All right, that sounds about fair. That sounds about accurate. That makes it very biased. Yeah, it keeps it very biased. All right, so we're gonna jump right into the game board now. Let's go and jump right into the game board. All right, so let's go on ahead and let's see who's gonna end up going first. I don't think I set my camera angles correctly. Jose, do you remember the camera angles? I most certainly did not.
Oh shit.
Do you remember how to set up those camera angles again? It was like Control 1, right? Yep, that was it. All right, save camera 1. So that one put it over Brandon. Just want to make sure I can kind of see the board. And then let me go on ahead and see if I can switch it over to Jose's side. All right, y'all rolling your dice? What y'all doing?
Y'all should just keep it on Brandon's side because you're going to watch him get destroyed.
Destroyed.
Like that? Why you gotta do me like that?
You listen here. This is war. It's a battle.
All right, so I don't know why it's not. Oh, there we go. So I have to hold shift. I'm sorry, guys, if you guys are on the stream. So it's gonna do some weird finicky stuff. There we go. All right, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let me go ahead and set up one more camera angle for the sky. Just to kind of
while you guys are doing that, I will be adding more.
I'm gonna start prepping my board.
Okay, so we're going to control 3. Will be top by Sky's view. All right, perfect. So did you guys pick your character yet?
We didn't roll yet.
Oh, y'all didn't even roll. Oh, my bad. Let's go and get up in here.
I'm gonna roll this die right here. Which character am I rolling for? How are we?
Okay, so let's do this. Even. Let's do this. Even. What? So high? No, we're gonna do it random. So let's do even and odds. Okay, so even is gonna be Saigon. Odds is gonna be Cyber. So it's gonna be that 50-50 chance.
All right, so
only one of you guys. Only one of you guys need to roll. Oh, there goes Jason.
Okay.
Jay just got an even. So Jay, it looks like you're Saigon.
How dare you? Give me this.
How dare you?
All right. So they're going to get their characters set up. So I'm just going to quickly overview on Brandon's board real quick, just to kind of show you guys what's going on. So Brandon's currently putting the hero in this hero slot, which is located right here on the board. So you guys, everywhere on the board itself has the slots where you'll be able to put this in. So we are playing the standard mode. This is not the advanced mode. So there is an advanced mode that you'll be able to use to modify your weapons, more to deal more damage, armors, and a bunch of other goodies, which we'll do an advanced mode gameplay on a later date. But for right now, we want to showcase just the basics, just the standard. I'm sorry, I can't use the word basic. I keep using the word basic. My community is gonna kill me.
Yeah, it's standard.
They don't like that, and I don't blame them. So it's the standard. So we're going to showcase the standard mode. So the differences between the standard mode is that we have this little gauge here that we added to help keep track of the usage of the storage energy points. Where some card games they use the discarded pile, and that's how they determine how much energy they have. We kind of supply all you guys with all the pools on the actual on the board to keep track of your life points, shield points, and storage energy points, and storage energy use. All right, you shuffle your deck, Brandon.
Hold on, Brandon. You want to shuffle my deck for me?
We ain't no basic. I had to laugh on that one. No, hey, so Ultimate Chaos is saying, yo, we ain't no basic. Basic B. That's it. That's what he wants to make sure.
Exactly.
That's exactly what he said. So
B, I hope you see. Oh, you shuffling my deck? Let me go shuffle your deck. I'll put my hand on your deck. Hold on.
I put my hand up on your deck.
I like when you slide your hand into my
What
deck.
is going on with you guys, man? Y'all putting the hands. Y'all need to get this game going. Let's go ahead and shuffle. Let's see who goes first. Go ahead, roll y'all die. We need to see who's going first. Let's hit that timer too while we're at this. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can keep it in between that 45-minute range.
B can go first since
Since you pick first, all right.
Okay, that sounds about fair, I guess. Let's go ahead and hit that timer. Timer's
I didn't
rolling.
pick first. I just was given the power of Gaul. Okay.
The power of who?
Of Gaul. I don't want to give too many Easter eggs out. So I'm like,
Oh, okay, for sure, for sure.
All right.
What's in his hand?
Quang, quang, quang. Boss it. Gonna get bossy.
So many decisions.
All right, let's go ahead and
there he goes, he's
continue
exiling.
my mission.
So keep in mind, and I know we've had this question asked before in the past. Do we have to flip the cards upside down? No. We only do it.
Like,
yeah.
You know what? I believe we're supposed to be leaving them face up.
Well, I
and
mean, it really
I have
doesn't.
it.
Correct. We were doing that initially just to showcase the branding of the game, but you can keep the cards up so everyone can see what is being exiled. Or what's being exiled from the game. So that was a concern that we had for the community. They asked a couple questions. I just want to clarify that just in case we do throw it upside down. It has nothing to do with that being a rule. We just do it that
So
way
we got
branding
some new people in the chat room, I believe, in the stream. So let me explain what I did real quick. Is you start off with 7 cards. I drew 1, so that gave me 8, and I exiled the card so I could go up 1 storage point.
Yeah. So he's gained up his 1 storage energy point, and these are critical to be able to activate cards.
All right. So that's the end of my turn, Jay. It's your go.
Declared end turn. So it's.
Oh shit.
Kinda
Let me
going
actually,
for
you know
an
what?
angle
I
this-
should have did this thing.
All right. So I went ahead and I selected a card, and I'm exiling a card right now, so I can get an energy storage point. Go ahead, B.
And I'm sure that the transitions are kind of, a little loopy, but it's the best way we can get it to kind of keep track. So the first couple of turns, they're going to be exiling cards to build up storage energy points. This is why it's very important to make sure that your deck is pretty well rounded. You don't want to get all your great cards at the beginning, and you have to forcefully get rid of them to be able to build up storage energy. But that's the nature of the beast. That's the gameplay. A lot of you guys that play card games know that's just some of the essentials. That's why you got to make sure you have a couple of good arsenal with you. Jay, you don't have to flip your cards down, by the way. You can flip them up when you exile. Oh, he's already in the thinking phases. Ooh,
Yo, you
Jason.
better flip it up.
Look
Cheat
at
over
that.
there.
Well, you can technically hover over it and see the pile. So
Don't care. I don't care.
okay, Brandon's already in his feelings. Oh, he just got rid of enhanced targeting, guys. Enhanced targeting.
Yeah, I won't be able to
Increase.
target you with my enhanced mode. No.
You end turn.
It's just-
All right, so Brandon ends turn. Jason ends turn. Go.
Go hop in the chat room, see what's going on over here real quick.
If you're
Yo, so someone in the chat room just stated, man, can't you just let Saigons be Saigons? That's actually pretty epic. Play on words. I like that. Bygones, Saigons.
Saigon.
Ooh, a lot of thought process going on early on in the fight, man. We haven't even gotten too far out. Jay, you can flip it over. You don't have to flip. You don't have to. There you go. Ooh, okay. All right.
Wait,
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's see what's happening here.
Mm.
Ammo gotta go. 3 points. That is where things get a little bit shifty now. So with 3 points now on the board, it's when activations usually can start coming out. Keep in mind, this is what I was explaining to you guys. Remember them 3 points. And that's what makes this card so deadly. At 3 points, look, I'm marketing and advertising it right here on the screen for y'all. 3 points. Look how powerful this gun would be deploying right now, early on in the fight. Make sure you get your hands on one of these now. Want to get your hands on one of these now. I'm just saying, man, this is a game changer.
I'm going to go ahead and activate scouting.
Okay.
All right, look at your enemy's hand and then draw a card.
Oh.
So read them and weep, homeboy.
Oh, so Jay's going to have to lay out all your cards on the board.
Just don't
Right
cry
here.
when you see what's about to happen to you.
Right here across the center. You know, Charlie had a plan for me last time, and we all know how that went once I looked at that hand.
Oh, that's messed up. That's disrespectful. Jay, you can actually highlight all of the cards and drop them right on your board, bro. Literally highlight them all from your hand and just drop them. Lay them right on your board. That way you don't have to alter.
This is more suspenseful that I go one by one. I'm giving him a show right now.
I was gonna say his hand really isn't a highlightable thing anyway, so.
Don't worry. Just keep talking, because bam, you're going to see it in a moment.
You gotta move the camera, bro.
Oh, man.
Cards that you're not gonna be able to use for a while, okay.
Okay, yeah. You think so?
Yeah, some energy blast. Oof. Man, that's pretty
Yeah.
brutal.
Okay, I'll save those
Oh,
energy
that's my
blasts.
card right there.
That's your weapon. The radius.
Are you done gandering? Are you ready?
Gandalf. Gandering.
You done gandering?
Mhm.
You done? You take it all in? You whiffed it all up?
You whipped it off. Stupid.
Yeah, pull that back into your hand. Thank you. Are you done? You done? The cards are going with me.
All right, put them away. Ain't nobody got time for that no more.
So wow. All right, as you guys can already see, Jason's starting off pretty good. He has plenty of energy blast, and that can cripple some energy shields pretty quickly. All right, so we're back on the board. All right.
So quiet. Is it my turn now?
Oh yeah, you had your turn.
Bring the action, bro. Bring the action, bro.
Maybe we should bring that end turn icon back.
Oh yeah, you're right. Should I set that up?
It's up to you.
Okay, so initially we would declare end turn. I think I'm gonna bring the little button that makes it a little bit more easier to be able to
Ping pong.
keep track of whose turn is what. So I'm gonna have to bring back my field here. I think it's options, modding.
Echo as in.
Who is green right now?
I'm green.
Okay.
Am I green?
Yeah, it's you, Brandon.
Echo as in.
Yes, I'm green.
All right.
Fast, quick hits for the opponent. 1-on-1 doesn't matter.
All right, yeah, it's on your turn right now. So just hit the end turn button whenever you're done, Brandon. It'll make things move a little bit more smoother. Which card?
Man, for real, which card? I mean, these cards kind of suck.
Oh, don't say that. Is that a poker face?
It's bad timing. I need these cards in a different time of the game.
See, again, that's why I explained certain timing. Everything's about timing too. Yep.
Oh, the luck of the draw.
Yeah, I know, for real.
Well, in his case, a not so luck of the draw.
No, he got socked. That's what happened.
All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I didn't want to, but sometimes you got to do what you gotta do.
Gotta do to do.
No, that's not your turn, Brandon. Come on now. You gotta risk it to what?
Get the biscuit.
That's it. That's your turn right there. Okay, so my man's pulled out vacancy. I'm gonna go ahead and review this with you guys. You guys keep playing. I'm just gonna be the one that commentates. Just keep doing. Oh, and he's activating the gun. So the vacancy itself is cost 3 points, which is obviously what he played. So he had 3 points, which gave him 1 more point to use on his turn. He used the final point to activate an ammo, which the ammo costs 1 point at the top right corner. So the vacancy doesn't have no primary or secondary abilities, but it does have a V trigger ability. That's pretty devastating.
I should use this little counter down here. I keep forgetting.
Its targeting is 6, and his damage is 3. That's pretty decent for a pistol. Pretty decent for entry level pistol.
All right. So I need to get a 4 or higher, I believe.
All right. So Saigon's defense is 10. He's targeting with a 6. 4 higher. Correct.
And I
got
hit
8. Oof.
So that's going to be 3 kinetic
damage. 3 damage. So for those that are seeing the damage value is actually right here. So this is the damage after targeting. So Saigon, I'm going to spin the screen around real quickly. I'm sorry for those that are. So Saigon's defense was 10. So he has to roll. He targets for 6. So you minus the 6 from a 10, leaving him at 4. So if he rolled a 4 higher, he obviously can damage the enemy. So his defensive shield's 20. So he had to take 2 damage. Jason, why is your shield so low? He took a lot of damage. Jason, your shield's 20. So you go down 2. Was it 3 damage?
3.
3.
3.
Okay, so you're down 17.
Why are you trying to help people out for?
Hey, listen, we're gonna play the game. We're gonna
trying
play it
to
right. You ain't
help
gonna tear up
Brandon.
my
I'm trying
Saigon.
to help Brandon.
You ain't gonna tear up my Saigon.
Well, let me help you out by dropping this hint. I pressed the end turn button.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know where that is at. I don't know what that is. I don't play like that.
All right, come on, Saigon. Pull out that energy.
I'm waiting for an energy blast.
Ooh, you act like you knew. You act like you know what he got.
And the grenade.
Stupid. You acting like you know what he got. Anyways, let me get back to this.
Hey, do we have any comments in the viewing brand, Jose?
Conversations.
Oh, conversation blowing up.
Last conversation was pistols on turn 3 is our aggro. Turn 7 and 8 is mid range. Control games can last up to like 15, 18.
Yeah, 15, 18 turns, give or take. Yeah, so he's guesstimating the range time framing of the game. So he's kind of breaking things down. Like pistols typically activate around 3 turns. And then anywhere between 7 to 8 is when you get like mid-grades, so SMGs, auto rifles, and then of course anywhere between 15 and up, it could be heavy artillery such as sniper rifles and stuff like that. Yeah, he has the formula pretty mapped out. He's played the game enough.
Yeah, I know he has. Oh yeah.
Ooh, Jason's beta.
But then if you get drained by your energy, you're screwed.
Yes. It's all about knowing when to V-trigger too. V-trigger's important. So he just put out the beta, and then he's loading it with the ammunition, which actually he has plenty of points for. So he used up 3 to activate beta. He has the additional 1 to he's activating the ammunition for. So beta. Beta's targeting 6, pretty equivalent to the opponent's weapon that he has. He has 2 more. He has 2 damage. Oh, he's shifting things around on me. Hold on.
Sorry, my OCD kicking in.
So the targeting is 6. And he's still... All right, there we go. The quick response. So actually, Jason, you were supposed to target with this weapon.
Before loading your...
No. Quick response. If your target enemy has a melee weapon activated,
so melee
+2.
Weapon,
oh, okay. So actually, this is pretty good weapon for Saigon to have up against someone like Cyber. Because if she was to have her Reaper Blades out, this gun will actually increase its targeting by 2. So it's very good up against melee fighters.
Yo, Jay, if you change your camera angle to over, you can line it up perfectly.
That's not the problem. It won't do the under cue to send it under.
Here, I got it, Jay. Go ahead. Just
see, it won't go under.
There you go.
You gotta push the U.
I did hit the U. I hit the YOU, okay?
The YOU.
He gonna hit you. He gonna hit you.
He gonna hit the U.
All right, so targeting value.
So we got a targeting value
of
6 here.
So you need a 7 or better, homeboy.
Defense 13. So you notice he has 3 more point value defense over Saigon, which is big deal. It's a big deal. So 6.
Oh,
missed
you
it
lucky.
by
That's
1.
Oh man, I was so close. Give me the power.
I can't
dog.
see
Come
nothing
on.
because both y'all hands are in the way.
Don't worry about
Targeting
that.
6. So the fact that he rolled an additional 6, which made his targeting 12, he needed 13. So he ended up missing it by 1. So that
My
1
dice
point
back.
makes every difference in the game. So unfortunately, you missed that targeting. Jay, you done with turn?
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Unfortunately,
You're echoing, Jose. You're echoing.
why am I echoing?
Someone's phone, maybe?
You are echoing though.
You got a phone?
Sure do.
On? All right, Brandon,
Fighting.
your turn. Did you already draw, Brandon?
Fighting.
Yes, sir, I did.
Now when things are moving a little bit faster pace. Oop,
I
got rid
turned
of
on the
another
mic
ammunition.
on the game.
Nice. All right, so now he has 5 storage energy points, which can allow him to potentially activate something pretty jacked up. Ooh, seems pretty jacked up right now. All right, so that card that's actually flipped upside down for the viewers that are just tuning in, that's a trap card. So there's no telling, and it's costing 4. So these here are trap card indicators that allows you as the defending hero know how much he paid out of his point values, out of his storage energy points to activate. So with that 4 points, it allows you to know that when he flips it, if it costs 4, he's able to use it. If it was anything lesser than 4, he wouldn't be able to use it.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and target with the vacancy.
All right, so vacancy targets for a value of 6. His defense is 10.
And I hit
Got it.
for 3 kinetic damage.
Good night, my friend.
Oh, Saigon's taking a pretty early beating. So this is one of those tactics. Brandon typically likes to hold out a little bit before he attacks. It's best with a conjurer. You do not hold out, man. You need to get at this guy early.
You hold out, you're gonna end up losing. That's for sure.
Yep.
Live you life. Live you sape rakarahu. All right, card type.
All right, you in turn? Jason turn?
Yo, my bad. I had to eat this Oreo and I forgot to end my turn.
Yeah.
That's pretty jacked up. Where we at, Jay?
Storage point.
Whip that magic out.
Oh shit, that laugh is.
Oh, the radius. Here we go. So this is what you might not have wanted.
My baby.
I only got 4 points. Well,
So
but
you
I'm-
use
don't
3
worry.
to activate. Use here. I got you on the MLJ. I know you've been having a little connection. It's probably the. All right. So he has 1 ammunition attached to the radius. The radius has a scanner ability, which is very critical. The scanner ability it ignores any trap card. So that trap card
Don't worry, Brandon.
doesn't mean anything to the radius. And
Been
then of
waiting
course
for
the
you,
quick
Brandon.
response. If your target enemy has a melee weapon activated.
Ain't too worried about you.
Ooh. So both of his current weapons are going to tear up anyone that has melee weapons to increase the target and to be able to hit the target even accurate or better. Wow.
Stronger,
Well,
faster, stronger.
better chance to hit the target. And it looks like he's
Longer.
pretty much beta preparing for that. Okay.
All right.
So unfortunately, he cannot use the radius because it requires 2 ammunition. He only currently has
weak, that's
has
why.
1 ammunition, so he has to attach 1 more. He didn't have enough points for it, but we don't know. He may have it. But
Don't worry,
without
B.
further ado,
Your turn, B.
oh, you didn't target with the beta? Okay.
Hit. What?
No. Go on ahead, B.
He missed it. He forgot about it.
Have that back if you want.
No, I don't want it back. Go. It's your turn.
Oh, he's giving it to him. He's giving it to him.
Oh, the trap.
See, y'all not paying attention.
He can't. He doesn't want to target with that gun because it'll set off the trap.
Probably. We don't know. We don't know if it's that kind of. That's the problem. You don't know if that's a card that can set off a trap.
What's a trap card? Of course it'll set it off. I mean, but his radius won't. Radius won't trigger the trap card. That's the beauty of that radius.
Yeah. So.
Wow, that's hilarious. That was a good oversight, Jay. I did not see that. Like I didn't anticipate that, but that was good. That was a good call.
It's either you in the game, you play the game. You don't know. You outside the game. We in the game. Me and Brandon.
They're just commentators.
I like that shirt you're wearing, Jose.
Oh, this one? The one that you can get on backcatcherstcg.com.
Oh,
merch.
Where you can support the game's creation.
Oh yeah. What about one of these? I didn't see these up there. When are these going back up? When it's winter time? When it's winter time?
Soon.
Okay.
Soon.
All right. I'm gonna look for it then.
Charlie, stop rubbing your chest so sensually.
I couldn't help it though. It's the marketing. It's the marketing and advertisement. I like that logo. Oh, Brandon's thinking, yo, you don't like it when he thinks. It's like the Hulk. You don't like it when he's angry. Uh-oh. Oof. This guy is forced. His hand was forced to get rid of Orbital Shield. Orbital Shield. That's a really good card. Good for defense.
Where's that Trillo?
Uh-oh. Here we go. He got a 6-point value, and he's pulling out his signature weapons. Here's the Reaper Blades.
Ding, ding,
Ooh.
ding, ding, ding.
Oh, the Reaper Blades. For those that do not know.
Yeah, hit them sound
Jacked
effects.
up.
I need more sound effects than that.
Put the battle music on for him.
Oh, it's on. It's on. Hold on, guys. I gotta get that that war music on. It's go time.
Don't do it too loud.
Oh, that might be a little too loud. Hold on. Let's lower that down a little bit. We need that background war music. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got some sci-fi background music going on. Some war. It's about to go on.
Yeah, going up.
Hold on. I think that may be still too loud. Let me see if we can lower that down a little more. There we go. There we go. That's pretty decent. All right, let me Control F2. There we go. Get rid of that screen.
Hey, where is...
Man, that fully arm, add 1 damage for each melee weapon activated. Unfortunately, you won't be able to trigger that. You don't have another melee weapon out. Defensive strike, ignore all armors. So unfortunately, with her blades right now, it's not super beneficial to Brandon. Because it does require for the enemy to have armors and for him to have more melee weapons. Oh my gosh, that was a overkill attack.
I was targeting with the vacancy. I think I was on mute.
Oh yes, you were.
So that's 3 kinetic.
Three kinetic damage. Ooh, Saigon, where we at? Okay, so his shield's going down pretty
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and target with the Reaper Blades now. And I'm gonna need 3 or less. And I hit.
What are you doing today? Would you take your Wheaties in before you played?
Actually, I got some Wheaties in the cupboard right now.
You roll high today.
He is, man. That's a pretty high roll.
So that's gonna be 2 shield, 2 energy damage. All right. And that's gonna be 5 kinetic.
Oh, so that energy damage is actually applied right here, where you guys can see where not all weapons have that feature, where this one does have that feature onto it. That's energy shield damage that will actually apply to the shield to help chisel that shield out, and then of course the kinetic damage, which is pretty high for these her blades. These are her hero items, so it's her signature weaponry. She's right now is not a good look for Saigon, but we'll see what kind of magic he pulls out his sleeves here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say what kind of magic you gonna pull out.
Okay, Jose. Calm
Yeah,
down.
yeah. I think
Calm down, Jose.
I think it went a little overboard.
That was funny.
Okay, so we got an exile. All right, gonna build that storage energy up. There we go. Here we go. So now he's got 5 storage energy points, activating 1, which is leaving him with a remainder of 4. Which you guys can actually use this little area here. So when he uses one, he can actually drop the cube there to keep track of how many you've been using throughout your turn. That way it kind of keeps, you know, in memory.
I've been trying to remember to do that, but I'm so used to just doing it.
Advanced, yeah, we're playing advanced.
Yeah.
Okay. So energy blast is gonna chisel direct shield damage. So this is gonna go right to his energy shield. So this is gonna chisel out 4 points. So Brandon, you're gonna have to eat that one right there.
Oh well, let me go ahead and activate. Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down.
Activate that damage.
Activate this damage.
There you go. All right.
Then I'm gonna attack with the radius.
Oh, you thought you were gonna attack with that?
Actually, the radius is gonna attack because it ignores any trap card, so you can't play any traps on this gun.
Well, that's if he hits.
Ignore all trap. No, it doesn't say anything about landing, hitting, or nothing. That's a passive ability, brother.
Oh,
If you're
Yeah, that's passive. This gun
your target enemy has a melee weapon activated, add 2 to your targeting value.
Ooh, so that gun actually is targeting 5, 6, 7.
So you need what you need there? You need 6 or more. 5. What
Got it.
is this?
That's a 9.
Got it.
I'm out my mind. Oh my goodness.
That's
Bars.
3 damage.
What is
That's
that?
3 damage.
3
Bars.
Yep, 3 additional.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
think
All
I
right.
can.
So, hey, Saigon's kind of... He might have something up his sleeves, man. Might have something up his sleeves. Let's see. Let's see if we can go ahead and get that bait off. Or whatever the game plan is with that.
Now this passive ability doesn't continue on into the next weapon, does it?
No, it's only to the radius.
I don't want nobody trying anything slick around here.
Nah. The abilities that pertain to the abilities are to the gun specifically,
I'll
unless
flip
it
this whole
states
table over.
otherwise.
I'll go full rage mode.
Flip the table over.
Go ahead, B.
Oh, and turn. See, he didn't play that risk. See, so
I'll say
Jason's
some words
not
that are
playing the
not
risk
appropriate.
of shooting him with the beta because that trap card could be something pretty devastating. Remember, assassins are known for sneaking past shields and potentially going direct to life points. So it's one of those deals where you really got to decide whether if you're gonna risk it or not. But that was a good choice. Let's go ahead and go around Cyber's side of the field. Let's figure out what's going on this side. Oh, lockout. Let's take a quick look at this lockout real quick. So it has quick shot. Target the enemy immediately once activated. So he gets the target without ammunition with this gun immediately. Essentially, if he has the ammo, he can actually target with this gun twice.
And a hit for
2 damage.
2 kinetic.
Now the question is, does he have the ammo for it?
Alright, so that used 3.
3 out of 6. So you got 3 more points. Oh, there we go.
Wait, did you hit me?
Yeah, he hit you.
Oh, yeah, it did.
No.
Loading that ammunition to the gun. Losing up 4 points, giving him 2 left. Does he have something magical in there with 2 points? I don't know.
All right, let's go ahead. You know, I gotta keep you know, I got things I got planned ahead of time, and I want to make sure I'm on the path, the path of the chosen. So let's go ahead and target with the. We're gonna target with the Reaper blades actually first this time,
7 targeting.
and
His
knock out
defense
that
is 10.
energy shield and go straight to the life.
Oof. I see what you're trying to do there. Because that
All
extra
right.
bonus, that bonus with the shield, I see you want to get all the use out of that. Got him. So, Saigon's a very powerful character, but he's very weak without his tools, man. And it's one of those deals. Oof. That hurt.
So
What's the
down
damage?
So, 2 shield points.
Energy shield and then 5 kinetic.
Oof, damn, them swords.
You're gonna take 4 life damage on that one.
Brutal.
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and target with the lockout.
After this turn, we gotta go on break.
Oh, okay. All right. The lockout hit.
That's gonna be 2 more damage there.
And then we're gonna take a break right now. Then.
Nah, you can finish this up. You got 1 more
Okay,
targeting, right?
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna target with the vacancy.
6, which you need 4 higher. Oh my gosh, barely got it. Barely got it. That's 3 more damage.
3 more damage. And that's it. That's it.
So that's going to end that turn there. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to take it on back. Let's see if Saigon can go ahead and recover. I'm pretty sure of it. I've seen turnaround fights happen very quickly in this game, man. So be on standby. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we appreciate y'all for that small little break. We're back on recess. We're going to go ahead and pick up with the battle with the two devs. I believe it's Jason's turn with Saigon. So, Jay, you can go ahead and draw your card.
I haven't pulled or anything. I was waiting till we come back.
Yep.
You better not have. I've been watching you like a hawk. I already know Jay got something going on over here. So
you know what? But how many times have we played this game, and how many times has a comeback came back so lethal? So
that's why he's got me stressed right now.
That could be a lethal comeback. I've seen it happen many times.
That's why he's got me stressed, because I feel like he got something going on over there. He's holding out on me, and I don't like it. I just got to mention that these Oreos are banging.
Boy, are you marketing?
Hey, we ain't doing no product placement up in here, man.
Marketing for something else. Hold on now.
These chocolate cream-filled crisps.
Cookies. Just let's go with cookies.
Biscuits.
It's cookies.
These cream biscuits.
So Jason now has six energy points. Up there we go. He's blasting them up again, taking that shield down. Okay, good chisel. Good chisel. Brought the right tool.
I was waiting for that one to come.
Go ahead and take down 3 more points. Let's see where he's at now. Saigon Cyber is now down to 5 more storage points, or 5 more shield points. So start getting into life. So it can still turn. The fight can still turn. Oh, here it is. Boom. Has exactly 6. So with that kinetic grenade, he's gonna automatically do 3 damage, and plus 1 additional shield damage, which equals out to 4 damage immediately. He can roll his ability die, and he can get additional kinetic, and he got it. So that's additional 5 damage that he's gonna apply to Cyber. Them grenades, the grenades can change the fight. Them grenades are very ruthless. Took his shields completely down now. So now they're straight going at it life points.
All right. Let's go ahead and attack you with the radius first.
Yo, Jay, when you gonna play that energy shield card? Wait. I mean, you just gonna leave it in your hand forever?
Ooh, he ain't got
Just
nothing
relax,
to say.
okay?
Oh, that's right. That's the secrecy, guys. All right, so the radius, his targeting is going to be a 5. With his ability of quick response allows him to add 2 more targeting because of him having the swords. So that increases targeting by 7.
Oh, that target didn't do nothing for you, son.
Oh, okay.
None.
Hey, just relax.
Okay.
Oh, fighting words, bro.
So we're gonna go ahead and attack you with the beta.
Ooh, here we go. Beta quick response
Targeting
increases targeting by
6.
2, so it's 6, 7, 8. It's
8.
8 targeting. Oh, 8.
I rolled the same thing, man.
But wait,
Jeez.
but wait,
Here we go.
There's more.
There's the
but
trap.
wait.
We gotta see.
I think somebody activated this trap card right here.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Counterattack. Play this card face down. Deals 2 life damage after a hero has been targeted. After your hero has been targeted. Yeah, so Jason's going to have to eat that too. Oof. See, these are the things about Assassins. You got to be very careful, man. And I think Jason had a really good idea, good setup, and he planned for it. He really did. It's just like now he's at a point where he's, you know, he's crunching for time. He has to try to deal as much damage as possible. Whose turn is it?
I believe is mine.
Brandon. All right, let's head to that side of the board. That counterattack, man, that's a brutal card, man. And that counterattack, if Jason would have had a shield, it would have still chiseled right through his life points, so it would have ignored it. $7 points. Usage down to 0. Plenty of storage points. No one has hit the iconic abilities yet. What makes our game so unique and different. Oh, death from above. Here we go. Deal 2 kinetic damage to an enemy. Add 1 life damage if you have a sword activated. So essentially, since he has no shields, it's going to chisel 2 life points plus 1 more additional with the sword being active. Oh, so that's 3 life damage right there to Saigon. Brutal. Okay.
Okay, I said next game you should have hands revealed to Game Master.
Ah, okay. So that way we'll be able to showcase for everybody to be able to see the cards other than the players. That's not a bad idea.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this right here.
Ooh. Hold on
Yes,
now.
sir.
Somebody's feeling a little
look,
confident.
it ain't done till it's done, man.
Confident.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah,
on. How
till
much
it's
life
done.
points we got? We got what? 5 more life points. Come on now.
All right, and I'm about to hit 5 life points right
Oh, here we go. He's gonna hit with the Reaper Blades.
I'm rolling for the Reaper Blade right here.
Oh, that's what you get for talking.
What is this? What is this?
It ain't done till it's done, man.
Yo, did y'all see
wow.
that? I'm glad we got that on stream. You see, it doesn't matter if you have the best builds, man. You
Oh,
could
man.
still miss. Man, and that was a
that
was a
a
lethal
straight
miss,
miss.
yo.
man. That was the most.
Like
that
I
was
don't
the
think
first
I don't
miss
think
of
she
the
was
year.
swinging in the right direction. I think she swung backwards.
That's too kinetic.
Oh.
I think when you swing and then the sword falls out your hand. That's
You
what
know, I
happened.
think she dropped the
No.
blades on that one. Like she was charging at Saigon and whoop, dropped the blades. Well, you know,
I feel like some real
the
Jackie
good-
Chan stuff just happened.
The good news is lockout and vacancy can equal out to 5 damage. So if you do manage
I
to
got
land both of
2.
those shots, you can end the game, essentially.
I still need 6 in order to end the game, so he's still gonna have.
Oh, he'll have 1 remaining, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's everything, because keep in mind there is still a secrecy card that if he pulls out, could still change the fight.
Well, he had it in his hand and he hasn't gotten rid of it yet. So
Ooh.
all he's got to do is just play it. I ain't forget what was in your hand.
I don't have any
He don't
cards
have
in
any
my
cards
hand.
in his hand. That's what I'm saying.
Oh dang! So
He
you got
doesn't
rid
have
of it.
nothing in his hands.
so you
Oh,
got rid of it then.
man.
Dang.
That he must have had it too early in the fight, man.
Yeah, you probably did. All right,
that
so
is
are
like-
you gonna go down to 2 life damage though, or what?
For
I'm
what?
waiting.
What'd you do? You hit him with the lockout?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're
okay.
not speaking up, man.
Okay, lock
Look
out
at
2
this.
damage.
I rolled the die.
All right, I see
You're not
it.
paying attention.
Let's go ahead and hit that vacancy. So
All right,
vacancy
so
6,
now,
same
now
target.
we're gonna do the
4 or
now
higher.
we're gonna do the vacancy. All right,
Oh, got it, got it.
and got it
All right,
barely.
so that puts you down. That puts you down to 1 life point left.
All right.
Let's see what magical mayhem could potentially get pulled out right now. Ammo. V-Trig. Boom! V-Trigger increases your shields by how much, Jay?
Oh man, this is just intense to me right now.
So you guys notice that his V-Trigger is when his defense value actually comes up. So his shields went up 1 point, so he gets 1 shield. Plus, he has... his defense went up significantly by 3 points. So that's when Saigon is very ruthless at his peak, is when he V-triggers. Man, it's kind of unfortunate that it happened a little late, but we'll see what we got going on here. So that took... Ooh, look how beautiful that card is, though. Like, shout out to Hakeem. Shout out to Hakeem putting together this hero. He looks amazing, hands down, man. This guy looks phenomenal. And he only looks decent in this simulation.
Worked his butt off on these cards. On this artwork.
So, and if you would see this in foil, it's just mind-blowing.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and attack with the beta first.
Okay, targeting 6, 13 defense. What the hell was... Okay, that was better. I think it was about the same exact shot, actually. All right, so that's a hit. That's gonna be 2 damage.
Which one is that one?
Beta hit you, so
Okay.
you lost 2 points. Actually, kind of curious to see if he did have the card he was talking about. Yes, he did.
All right, we're gonna attack with the
no.
radius.
I know he had it. That's why I didn't realize he had an empty hand. I
Damn.
thought he was still holding on to it.
That was it.
I didn't scroll my screen that high enough to
This
see
was the
that he had
card.
nothing in his hand.
Damn,
Yeah.
that scout card really gave you an edge, because that was, man.
All right, I missed with radius.
Okay.
All right.
Do we have any questions going on in the chat room, Jose?
No,
All right.
just comments.
You can read comments.
Yeah,
Jose.
comments are good to have on stream. Not everyone sees the comments after stream's off.
It says here, this is it. Saigon's gonna go John Connor and end the Cyborgian.
Cyberdyne.
Cyberdyne. I don't know the fuck that is. By going back in time and blowing it up like a
T-1000.
1000.
You don't know what Cyberdyne is? Oh man, you need to go watch
No,
Terminator.
I did not watch the Terminator.
I'm
man.
not know what
What kind of world
Cyberdyne.
are you living in? You got to not know this stuff. This is like basic, like, you know, 1 + 1 = 2. You know, this
Cyberdyne. That's like the company, bro. That's the company that made the Terminators, or the
Hey, B.
growth to that point.
B. Chaos asks, how does that leather taste?
oh, for real?
Ooh, ooh,
Huh.
ooh.
Okay. Yo, I think Chaos won it too, man.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's what I
Wait till them
think.
open betas. When them open betas
Chaos
open
won
back
too.
up, Chaos, he's calling you out personally.
All right, so I am going to go ahead. Did I go up?
No.
All right. So I did go up. All right, so I went up. Now I'm going to V trigger.
Oh, here we go. V trigger, iconic moment. Iconic moment is where that card starts to look a little different.
I'll let you do the honors, Charlie. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, do I get to do it? Bam! Look how different and powerful this card is. Keep in mind, when this is actually foiled, it looks magnificent. This is just a beautiful card. So V-triggering allows her to unleash her unique ability here in the middle. With her Reaper Blades activated, -1 storage energy point from any enemy that is damaged with the Reaper Blade. So essentially, she starts reaping your storage energy points as she hits you with her Reaper Blades. Very deadly, very, very, very deadly, especially multiplayer. She can really chisel down multiple players with this blade, especially if she has the advanced targeting or the other abilities that can allow her to attack multiple times.
Yeah, we got Headhunter Chaos back on the prowl.
And Brandon, you better tighten up. He's going to use his energy overload distraction on you.
I don't care what he got.
Ooh, wee.
Listen, I'm about to target with this Reaper Blade and put the end to the game right now.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Wait, I didn't even.
You gonna get them snake eyes? Oh, well, you got it anyways. That's end game. That's end game. That's end game. Dang. Dang, dang. Well, that was a good fight. That was actually a pretty decent fight. 45 minutes, guys. 45 minutes. And we were chatting and talking all up in between. So, guys, honestly, on the stream, I can confidently say our game is ranging between 45 minutes. Now, we've had a lot of ideas to increase the gameplay speed by potentially starting the game with 2 storage energy points on both sides to be able to increase the speed even quicker. That is still an idea that we're considering. But I think 45 minutes, man, we're still hitting pretty good, guys. And we had 2 breaks in between, or was it 1?
2 in the game, 1.
Yeah, I think it was 1 in the game. So, I mean, an additional, you want to take off like 5 minutes because it probably took this. So, about 40 minutes of gameplay. That's not pretty bad. I mean, that's not bad for a complex game like this. I'm feeling pretty confident that we could probably even hit those numbers a little bit lower once you start to identify your cards a little bit quicker and a little bit faster here. Man, I think, Jason, what killed you was the card Brandon was anticipating for you to draw.
Yes, what the... Hey, did you account? Because you V-triggered.
This one right here.
Did you account for your new armor value when I attacked you?
Yeah, he added the defense.
Yeah, I added it.
Oh, okay.
Man, this card right here was your Lord Savior right here. So just for you guys that are viewing, I
didn't realize he had got rid of this card. I thought he was still holding on to it.
Yeah, he might have been in a tight spot where he needed storage points. Might have had a lot of good cards and he needed to get rid of it. This is the situation with the game sometimes. But this card right here, Energy Recharge, is so vital for a Conjurer. And for Jason's defense, honestly, he doesn't really play Conjurers like that. Like, he's more assassin.
You gotta defend me.
Assassin.
I don't care. So I played good.
The energy recharge, it'll actually allow the Conjurer to get all of his shields back. And this is why we stress that if you're fighting a Conjurer, you can only assume this card is going to be in his deck. And if it is, he's going to be regenning all his shields up if you don't keep that shield down quickly. So in this case, Brandon did a pretty good job. He did get his signature weapon out way before Saigon did, because if Saigon would have gotten his gauntlet, man, that's a force to be reckoned with within itself, especially defensively, because he'll increase his defense, increase his targeting with all the active weapons. I mean, it's just a game changer when that hero item comes out. Usually that's when the fate of the fight tends to sway so many different ways, and that's going to really put you in a tight position to either V-trigger early or really hang on tight to see if you can get that Hail Mary out. But this card right here is very key. And then Saigon's other weapon was, how far were you from his hero item, Jason, if you don't mind me asking?
Hero weapon and hero or actually hero weapon item was towards the end of the deck.
Oh, so yeah,
like the last 5.
Yeah, you had a very rough hand, man. Very rough hand, because this gauntlet alone, I mean, would have helped Saigon so much if he would have managed to get this. I mean, it's increasing critical energy shield damage to chisel the enemy shields down quickly, increasing targeting to all the weapons, plus it mitigates incoming damage by 2. And that's not even talking about what the abilities do. I mean, that infinite allows you to roll a die, and it adds it to your storage pool for that turn. I mean, that is game breaking a lot of times. Whoever's used Saigon and knows how, that's had this Dimensional Rift Gauntlet, knows how, wow, you could V-trigger early in the fight, roll your die, get 6 storage energy points to play with, and activate so many cards still while you're early into the fight. I mean, it's a game changer, this gauntlet. And then, of course, the revert, which doesn't, the convert, which actually doesn't really help you on standard mode. It's massively effective in advanced modes, where any energy damage you deal becomes the enemy's class weakness. So in our game, we do have energy classes, and they do have weakness types, and that's more the advanced modes. But this gun right here will automatically convert any energy damage as the enemy's weakness, which doubles the damage. It's pretty devastating. And of course his revive, which allows him to recover half of his energy shield recovery points at no cost. Oof, round down. That's pretty brutal.
Hey, it was good fight. I'm gonna say good fight. I'm a good sportsman. Good fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight. I mean, in all honesty, based off what your hand was looking like, for you to get to your gauntlet, if it was at the bottom 5, man, that was gonna be a tough standings, very tough standings to be able to get that.
Honestly, I got pretty lucky that he didn't have any of his cards that
energy drain.
Energy drain.
I think he had one early on.
I also got lucky that I was able to draw my hero item.
Yeah, he had one early on
as quickly as I did. So
right, a lot of the favor of the fight played in your hands the most. I know that people are viewing this for the first time, knows how OP Saigon can be. But this is a good prime example on how powerful Cyber is too. It's all about timing, how quickly you can get access to your cards and when to play them. Because if Jason would have had all these cards off early, even his gauntlet, and he had to get rid of it, then he knows, that there would have been no chance of getting that. Odds are he wouldn't have, but because you want to build your build around your hero item. Because once that item comes out, a lot of times it's when you can gain control of the fight, kind of applying pressure to the opponent, forcing them to kind of V-trigger early on, or forcing their hands to do things that they wouldn't want to do early on to a fight. So it was actually a pretty good fight, man.
Hey, I got a question real quick.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Chaos is mingling with Johnny, but Johnny did have a question asking, what would you guys say this game is the closest to gameplay wise in comparison to other games?
I'm going to be 100% honest. I would say none. There is no game that's really compared into what we're doing. We don't use monsters for our forefront. We don't use, a lineup of monsters that you got to battle against to destroy to get to your hero. You're literally utilizing your hero. You're building a hero and modifying your hero while you're fighting in the middle of the game. So you're really adjusting, you're upgrading, you're doing all kinds of these things in the midst of the fight, alternating your battle style up against multiple enemies. So playstyle in comparison, I really couldn't compare it to another game. I play Magic the Gathering. It's a great game. It's very complex, where if you want to compare the complexity, I would say the complexity is pretty comparable to Magic the Gathering players. And Pokemon maybe, but as far as the gameplay style, the way it plays, I really don't know a game out there that would play, play much the way we do.
I would say, like Ultimate made in the comments, Flesh and Blood is probably close.
Yeah, Flesh and Blood will probably be a hero-based
probably
game.
close.
Yeah, that uses a hero, but their attack system is
a little different. Yeah, I think you start off with their hero item in Flesh and Blood. I think they start with the hero and their weapon. And I think their combat system's a lot different, actually.
It's actually a lot. It's like this tier-based system. It was.
Yeah.
I didn't get too much time to look at it. It was interesting, though.
Yeah, but I would say, you're right. You're right, Chaos. I would say Flesh and Blood is probably the closest gameplay that's pretty similar to ours. But because they use a hero and it's the gameplay style is based around the hero. So, I would say that's pretty comparable. As far as the idea concept of it.
But
Hopefully we answered your question.
Most part, most games out there are using multiple characters.
Monsters, yeah, we got to use monsters and stuff as their forefront. Even Magic the Gathering uses monsters and planeswalkers, but they don't have a hero that's solely for the hero. So we've always sat back and played a bunch of games, and we enjoy card games. We enjoy video games, board games, just name it. We literally all got together and played all these games, and one day decided to come up with something that was different, very different.
What's cool too, Johnny, is so we were playing the standard mode, but in the advanced mode, you have weapon modifications, you have armors, You have different ability cards
Which
that
actually, you know what?
are to your class, because you actually
Here,
have
we got it. We got a few
class
minutes.
that you can choose. So there's a lot more that goes into the advanced mode of the game.
Yeah,
and,
so we got
and
a
I
few
don't think
minutes.
there's anything
Show
comparable
this real quick.
to the advanced mode of the game.
Yeah, so just as a general idea real quick. Here, I don't know. I'm going to kind of grab these items here. And of course, this is all staged, so we're going to go ahead and ooh, wait. I think it's best we use this board because it seems pretty empty. Let's grab this here. Hold on, Jay, don't put anything on the board. Oh, geez, all these are just kind of jacked up. All right, so let me grab this. Pull this off. So, unlock this. So our boards are reversible. So this is the advanced mode. So the advanced board is a little bit laid out, a little bit different. Now you'll notice that there's slots up here on top where your weapons would now be able to be modified, and of course an armored slot here on the side where your character would now be able to receive armors. So here on this side here, just for instance, what makes the game a little bit more... Oh, wait, let me rotate these cards real quick. Actually, let me search for... Let's grab the phalanx. And I will have to flip this over just so you can kind of see this here. And let's grab a couple weapon mods. So in this game, what makes our game a little bit or significantly different than most is the modification system. So of course you'll need your ammunitions that would load up at the bottom like you guys have been seeing earlier, which in this gun, which is an auto rifle for the pulsar, requires 3 ammunition. So let's just assume we already got the 3 ammunitions on it. This here is what the game breaking what makes the game a little bit more advanced, which is gear like this. So these are weapon mods, and if you notice on this top right corner here is a scope. So this one here is an actual optic upgrade. This is also an optic upgrade. This here is a barrel upgrade, a muzzle barrel upgrade, and then this here are under barrel attachments. So you can only have one of a different type added to your weaponry. And of course, each mod connects to a specific weapon type. So you got to kind of pay attention to that, which things can be a little bit, different. Whereas this one here can attach to auto rifles, sniper rifles, handguns, shotguns, and SMGs. So if you wanted to increase your targeting to the standardized weapon that targets for 6, you can increase the targeting when you attach this to the hero, to the weapon itself. Now you've increased this targeting by 2, and you lost no damage. Where certain mods, where for instance here the Reaper barrel or the Vector barrel, you'll gain 2 more damage, but you'll lose targeting by 1. So if you ended up adding this optic or this barrel type to the weapon, so now you have a barrel and you have an underbarrel to this gun that you have modified, and you had advanced this weapon to deal more damage. And there's not just physical mods, there's energy mods that you can add to it. So that gets a bit more complex when we get into energy mods. But if my hero was a tech energy guru, which I think we have techs, you can add energy mods to it, whether if it's dark energy, solar energy, arc energy, and increase this gun to be able to output energy damage, which helps chisel the enemy shields down so much more significantly. So this
the card that shows the different energy effects.
Yeah, you can turn off that battling noise. Huh?
Oh yeah. Let me hold on. I feel like I think
you know which card I'm talking about, Charlie?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great.
So it tells you what burn does. It tells you.
Okay. So this here is, geez, I hate that I'm on this side because every card's gonna be upside down because it assumes. Okay. So this here's your energy class card. So when you play advanced mode, you'll have an energy class. So this here's the tech class. So that's typically what he starts off with. Here at the bottom will show you your weaknesses and your resistance. So these are what's critical. Think of, I really don't want to compare it to another card game out there, but we've been talking about them anyway. So like Pokemon, the way they have their energy differences, this is pretty similar. So now it brings an elemental balance to the game, and this is where we're talking about. So that energy class would end up going right below the hero. So that way you know what your hero technologically, whether if they're Arc, whether if they're Glacier class, whatever class they are, now you'll be able to identify, and with their chip or their symbol will apply here at the bottom, and you'll know what class they are. And that class there now either will allow them to receive more damage, or it'll actually resist energy damage from incoming damage. So it makes a whole elemental surface to it brings an elemental surface to the game itself. And I believe we had energy mods. I don't know where. These are the armors.
So y'all seen the kinetic grenade that Jay used? You actually have elemental grenades, and they also double as trap cards as well. So that's
that's
grenades can be used as traps as well. I could have put it as a trap.
well, no, not the
but
kinetic.
no, not the kinetic one. You can.
No, I know, but I mean,
elemental-based
the
ones
energy based ones.
Yeah, so with this door, like again, armors. So this here is an armor. So this is how, in this case, this axial armor would have been able to increase. And we designed it to where you can see what's being increased on the hero. So if it's defensive shielding, it'll increase your shield. So this would have added 3 more shields, energy shields, 3 more defense value, and then of course 3 damage resilience. So any incoming damage that would have been applied to the hero from a weapon, it would resist that damage by 3. Now that doesn't carry on to every gun. That's for the entire round. So that'll replenish at the beginning of your next turn. So that's how much damage that can take. So you can imagine where with this armor plate on him, on Saigon specifically, and his gauntlet that was out that could resist 2 more, that's 5 resistance for that entire round, which is a lot of damage resistance from an enemy. Assuming they didn't modify their gun to deal a lot of damage. Again, I'm a type of person that don't want to miss my target. You've seen what happened with Jason and Brandon when they were missing. I miss. I roll low. So I don't want to run the chances of missing. Instead of dealing damage higher, I want to know I can hit you every single turn. So I focus more on the optics and maybe the laser, the underbarrel, which increased targeting. So like this optic would have increased 3 targeting and then 3 more range, which range is pertaining to a different game mode. But the 3 optic is what I would be going for. So this would actually increase the targeting by 2 plus 3 more, 5. So that would increase his targeting 5 more, which makes my targeting 11. Essentially can almost hit any enemy in the field. That's what this build would have done for this gun specifically on Pulsar.
So yeah, so I mean, with the standard mode, we're really trying to keep it, you know, we're
less
trying
complex.
Less complex, keep it, you know, the time constraint low. That way you can get a quick game in, play with your friends on the go, where the advanced mode is really where you sit down, you have fun, you know, guys night out, whatever, and you know, go at it type deal.
And just another quick thing, another big deal about the advanced mode and why having energy classes are important, because they're gateways and they tend to open up for more abilities that pertain to that class specifically. So like tech, they'll be able to get access to these unique abilities that are tech classed, that are designed for the tech class heroes that are tech at that moment, and they'll be able to open up more abilities to that class. So Arc would get more Arc abilities, Glacier will get Glacier style on top of their class style. So it just makes things more versatile. And the grenade that they were talking about, this tech grenade, it's a different type of grenade that pertains to that energy class. So again, like this proximity mine feature here, play this card face down. When an enemy attacks you, you deal 2 tech damage to the attacking enemy. And tech damage means nothing right now, but if you apply and understand what tech damage is, it glitches. So glitch is our tech damage. So if you apply glitch to an opponent, the enemy cannot exile a card at the beginning of their turn. So essentially, you prevent them from building storage energy points. This is where things get a little bit more chaotic. So we do include a rule book here, a little rule card, a quick turn command card, plus to know what the energy class conditions are. So there are energy class conditions that pertain to our game, which again goes into the advanced modes. Hopefully I'm kind of overviewing for anyone else that's new onto the stream. If you have any other questions or details, you could refer to our YouTube channel. We did talk a lot about breaking these things down. A lot of the depth of breaking them down isn't changed. Just maybe some of the artwork, so things will look a little different. You'll actually see a journey of what we've been through since the beginning.
Real quick, Charlie, before we wrap it up, there was one more thing they were discussing in the comments section about starting with extra energy storage points, and that is something that we've looked into. It is something that we've tried out, and we're still, you know, just. We haven't
came with a full decision. Yeah. We're thinking maybe in 1v1s, maybe 1v1s we might implement that as an optional change you can make in the game. Like you can choose to start with 3 or start at 0. But when we do multiplayers where it's 2v2, 3v3s, yeah, that is definitely not gonna
And
end up
starting
so.
starting at 2 storage points would pretty much get you either started on
Right
your
into the
first
fight.
stand, or after your first exile.
So,
You would have
just to
be
kind
able
of,
to get right into the game.
I just want to kind of discuss this with the community real quick. The reason why we haven't fully set on saying yes, we should do that definitively is because we like the idea of you drew your cards early and you gotta struggle. Like now it's like, man, I got a lot of my good cards and now I have to get rid of one of them, and you have to do that twice. So we like the idea of knowing you had a perfect deck and you're drawing your cards and you get to play it pretty much essentially almost any card you had in your hand to start off early, and there's no consequence. And we felt like, that risk and chance factor, we kind of lose that experience when it comes to allowing you to play immediately rather than holding out and really knowing you got to get rid of stuff to be able to build up. So like probably in Jason's situation where he had a lot of good cards, but he knew he had to get rid of stuff early to be able to play what he needed to play on his strategy. So and Brandon too. Brandon got rid of a lot of really good cards to play within his strategy. He got a lot of good cards early, and we kind of like that. But again, we'll probably.
So I think if we did do something like that, it would probably most likely be something geared more towards the standard mode, because I don't think we would want to have that be a part of the advanced mode.
Yeah, because the amount of complexity it really requires. So hopefully we answered the questions here. We're gonna go ahead and zoom right into the to the 2 channels, and we really do appreciate you guys sticking around for us for the stream. I know it's a little bit longer than most streams that we typically do. We haven't done a game showcase in a while, and I know that the community's been asking us to do that, especially the newer comers, and we really do appreciate everybody coming in to check it out. It was a good game. It was a really good game. We stood within that 45-minute range. That's what we're trying to target for. So hopefully we can keep consistency with that time frame. But yeah, do we have anything else?
Real quick, one more time, Charlie, just show off that card one more time before you close
Hold
out
on.
this.
Am I showing off Ultimate
and
Chaos?
And then we can go home and all that good stuff. I just want to see it one more time.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to show the Ultimate Chaos edition. Ultimate Chaos. Again, dude, we appreciate all your support and everything you've done for us. Look at this card, man. You see, and if things get, a little bit more time frame, we get our chance, and we could probably build quite a few of these style carbon fibered cases. Y'all see that?
So nice,
do y'all
man.
see that carbon fiber look?
That carbon fiber handcrafted.
For real, with
Look at that.
with the little brass
glass finish
brass
over
hardware. I like that.
Man, y'all see, that's like Triconian. That's like Triconian colors. Y'all see what we kind of did there, man. We made that carbon fiber with the golden with the hold on, y'all, my face is just taking up on the entire screen there.
5 minutes.
The weapon don't even begin to cover it.
The weapon.
So yeah, we'll be, as long as you guys keep on boom, we got more of them. Like I said, these are going to be exclusive. These are going to be the only sets that we have. So these are 18 of these that we're going to be given to the community for events and stuff like that we're going to be putting together. So make sure that you guys are following us. Register to our website if you have not. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? This is before the game even drops. You're going to get exclusive cards that'll only pertain to the opportunity of getting it at that moment. Again, this is the Nebulae card, and I know Jose's trying to get us off the stream because we're a little bit time restrained, but this is the community brand. Ultimate Chaos brought up a good idea. If you guys go on ahead and head to our Discord, name that weapon, put a couple of ideas in there. We are reading it. We are putting together stuff together. I think we're pretty solid for the most part for our current build for this series. But there's always room for adjustments. We can always make adjustments, and you'll never know when we're going to end up putting these out for future gameplay or anything like that. So just definitely make sure you check us out on our Discord and all of our other channels. You want to visit our website at www.vanquisherstcg.com. Make sure that you head to our merch store. Every single dollar that you guys are supporting us with goes back into the development of this game. We just want to go ahead and let you guys know that we're every average Joe Joes, just like, every hardworking American citizen. Did I say that right?
I'm paying my taxes.
Did I say that right? Yeah, we definitely paid our taxes. So, we are definitely funding this out of our pockets. We're taking our personal time to make all this stuff happen while maintaining a 9-to-5 in our everyday lives. So, we do appreciate everybody's support. You guys are the reason why we do this every single Monday, why we're putting out updates every single Monday, because we know you guys are following us and supporting us, and we would love to continue doing this, and we love doing these type of things. So, we'll be putting together a little bit more events, and we're going to be putting some ideas together to help put these cards out and hopefully give you guys the accessibility to be able to get access to these cards. So we have no further updates until the next date of the game. But we really do appreciate you. Hopefully you guys tune in to us next Monday. So every single Monday, 9 o'clock, make sure you guys tune in with us. Do we have anything else to update, Jason? Do you have anything on the stream? Last final words before we hit that Vanquishers?
Go to vanquishertcg.com, register and get the newsletter, get updates on how we're doing. You can follow all our social media there, and you can get updates quicker than the rest.
Quicker
than the rest.
But until the next date of the game, Vanquishers.
Out.
Out.
Be out.
Out. Out.
Yeah.